Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here...
I know. We'll make sure...
Wow! Thank you. What? Great!
Yeah.
Wow.
I wish I could get an examination.
Well, if you say so. Let me see, yes, you're in well, alright?
If only your brain could keep up with your mouth.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
You finally made it.
I don't see any enemies around here.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? Another fine day for journeying, huh?
Tell me, do you ever find yourself tiring of the vagabond existence?
It's better than being enslaved, that's for sure. I get to pick my own destination, for starters. You don't get those luxuries as a slave.
Shackle a man's feet, and you put a clamp on his heart as well.
Then there was the food. Gross slop that left you in a permanent state of hunger. Ugh, you wouldn't believe the things I ate to keep from starving. What about you? This must all sound pretty alien to someone who used to be a lord.
Is that a hint of interest in my past I detect?
I guess that's one way to put it.
Well, certainly starvation was never a concern I had to contend with. The day-to-day grind was largely taken care of for me. I even had help getting in and out of clothes. All that was required of me was standing still while looking solemn.
That's quite the downgrade you've made. It's a wonder you don't sound more bitter.
This might surprise you, but I actually don't find our current situation all that disagreeable. My own hardships paled in comparison to yours, granted. But life as a lord came laden with its own restrictions. Forgive me. Such complaints must sound like feeble extravagances to a Dahnan.
True, Renan opulence doesn't feature high on my sympathy list. And again, yours isn't exactly a normal case.
I suppose it's not. Sometimes, I can't help but wonder how much easier life would have been without the trappings of nobility.
You really mean that?
Pay me no heed. Naught but the ramblings of a privileged eccentric. Whatever my past, it has led to my being here. That is all the reality I need concern myself with. Next time, what say we discuss relics? Shall we get moving?
We've reached our destination.
This is no place to fish, is it? Seriously? Is this a joke?
Glacial Sphere! Here's evil! Freeze Lancer! Sweep now! Where are you going? This will come in handy! Your wings won't save you from me! Here's another! Lunar Bullseye!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly! Here's a blah blah blah! Burning! Here's a blah blah blah! Burning! One last!
Looking good out there.
Just getting started!
That's the spirit. Take no prisoners.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both. Well, looky here.
We should be able to cook here.
Sleeping on the ground beneath the heavens like this? Why, it's hard to complain.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot. All right, it's done. Apologies for the wait, you guys.
That's a lot of fish you've cut up again, Kisara.
That's because I caught so many earlier. If you're going to eat them, it's best to do it while they're still fresh.
Was it difficult slicing up that many fish?
No, I'm used to it. It's no big deal for me at this point.
I know I probably shouldn't be saying this after all the trouble you went through, but I've never really understood the appeal of sashimi.
Oh, I'm sorry, Law. I didn't realize. I only make it because it's an easy way to deal with big catches when I fish.
You haven't done anything wrong, Kisara. Law, if you don't like the flavor, you're always welcome to add some of my spices to it.
Hey, yeah, that might work. I'll just put some of this here.
What's wrong, Law? I've never seen someone jump up and sprint off that fast.
He ran as soon as he took a bite of that sashimi.
Was he crying because of the taste?
I don't think the sashimi is the problem here, guys.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
You go ahead and sleep. I'm going to grab another bite to eat first. on, guys. We've got lots to do.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Eat this!
A whirling struggle. Whatever you do, just stay away from the spores. All disasters made one. Helix of Purity! Maelstrom! A whirling struggle. Winds of heaven! Burst forth! Cyclone! Burned by the power of water! Here's another! Do it! Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
The glacial spear! Pierce evil! Here's another! Freeze Lancer!
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
One more! Mega Red! Made one! Inferno! Radiant Pierce!
I'm on it! Hey, when did I get so
A
popular?
whirling struggle! Winds of heaven! Burst forth!
Inferno
Take
punch!
Cyclone! Far beyond the darkest skies! I call upon thee!
Eat this! I'm joking! The enemy wields arcs too.
We'll soon see about that! Go get it!
We barely managed to turn that battle.
You don't need to sound surprised.
Perhaps I'll put more faith in you then.
Well, I certainly won't argue.
Take that!
I'm on it!
It's coming! Here goes! Time to run! One more! Bullseye!
Swallow dance!
I'm ready for the next battle. You got company! Here's another!
That hit the spot.
Not on my watch!
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than
But they're
done.
vicious!
Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Not so smug now!
You fight better at
In
a
a
distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Annihilation! Here's another! Bullseye! All disasters made one! Headboard and Helix of Purity! Maelstrom! Do it! Xion! Astral Energy! Full throttle! Go!
A flawless victory.
Naturally!
Do it!
Desire!
Crossing!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
I've been doing really great lately.
The flames will roar!
Now we're not...
Lunar Blast!
I'm on it! Flaming meteor! I'll tear you
Maelstrom! Far beyond the darkest skies! I call upon thee! Shooting star! Take that!
I'm on it!
One
I'll
last
find
one!
you here and now!
Here goes! Going in! One more! Bullseye! Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Take that! Going in! By the Radiant Star!
How about this? First strike!
Looks like we came out on top.
We just need to make sure we stay there.
Right. And without totally overdoing it. I won't forgive you!
Blow away!
This
one's mine!
Inferno crossing!
I'll tear you
apart! It'll body slam us into next week!
Watch it!
Denied! Hurricane strike! Pain between heaven and earth!
Do it! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Shield there!
Fierce evil!
I can carve through armor!
Freeze
This
Lancer!
one's mine! First strike! It's a power punch! I really owe you one!
Pain between heaven and earth!
Hurricane!
A wailing banshee of lightning!
Now you've gone and ticked me off!
Talent Storm! Look sharp! Watch it!
Here's another
The flame inside is yours to be let free!
field!
You picked the wrong fight! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for! Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
You get the gist. Burning! You get the gist. Field! Quick now! Magic is there! Fire! You get the gist. Burning! Hurricane! You get the gist.
Now I'm real mad!
Burning!
Solo dance!
Hurricane!
Burn in hell! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Watch this!
Here comes! One more! Bullseye! Inferno
Storm! Do it!
Law! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one!
Already on!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
This could be useful.
Hi, Hoodle! In here!
Shield and storm!
Fire!
Just in time! Now,
Field!
Like moths to the
Please
flame!
now! By the power of one! Ground and power!
this one's all mine! Storm!
In here! Going in!
I'll finish you here and now!
We may get out of this alive after all.
Please now!
This will be bad for a minute.
I'm pretty sure we can handle anything.
Astral Arts?
That's my cue!
Shut him down.
Flaming Crush! Field! Fire! Magic is there! Sleep now! Not so smug now! You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better.
Have you ever considered a defensive approach?
What? Sit around and wait for them to get me first?
Here's another!
Swallow dance!
Wow! Look what I just found.
No further!
A whirling struggle!
I'm on it!
Mega Ray! Mega Ray! Mega Ray! Is that wielding art? Now I've seen everything!
Blind freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Shia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Throb contained.
Excited! It's over! Here goes!
I'm on glacial fire!
Take that! Bullseye!
surprise.
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
Soaring! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action.
Here goes! One more! Super Tornado Flare!
I'm just getting started.
Let's do it! Xion, Astral Energy! Full throttle! Go! Not too shabby, if I do say so myself.
Far more than the power I can conjure alone, that's for sure.
Was that a compliment?
Seriously? Is this a joke?
In here! Finish without a trace! Sleep now!
Blow away!
This one's mine! Get behind me! It's like trying to keep up with a wall! Oh, get him! Here's evil! One last one!
Can't get out of
Freeze
this.
Lancer! All disasters made clear!
Watch it!
Hurricane Maelstrom! Left and right! Hurricane Strike! You're spicier than you look!
Can't change the future without getting your hands dirty.
Dramatic, but fair.
Hurricane Strike! Leave the enemy's arch to me!
No complaints here!
Burning! I can do this!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trim it out.
Shield and hurricane!
Magic is there! Burning strike! You get the gist. Burning! You get the gist. Burning! Thanks for the healing.
Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too. Do it! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one.
Already on!
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better.
See what happened
You and I
there as you
both.
crossed me. Shouldn't have done that. So much for sitting this fight out.
Well then, let's keep moving.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. You require a hand.
Nothing gets past my burning Glacial Spear. In here. Here's evil. Freeze Lancer.
Shouldn't have messed with me. Look sharp. Eat this.
Here's another.
Do it. I'm on a roll
One last
now.
all disasters made one.
I'm sorry to keep on. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
A whirling struggle.
Hurricane strike!
Wind
Eat
blast.
dirt! Lightning strike! Big blast! Havoc
Cyclone. Hear my chain between heaven and earth. A whirling density of lightning. Arctic fire. Freeze Lancer. This one's mine. Divine savior. Far beyond the darkest sky. Here's evil.
Do it!
Where are you going?
Hell! Your arm! Denied!
I'm sorry.
Come on! You crumble on! Inferno crossing! Their heart brings you up! Watch it! Inspiration! I can do this all day!
First aid.
First strike! Watch it!
Here goes.
No!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika!
Here's a hit. Do it. This one's got your name on it.
Action to action.
Here you go. Going in. First aid. Bullseye.
Burn!
All disasters made one.
Here, let me help.
Nail rocket. Explosion. Hurricane strike. Burning arch field.
Light up the dark! All right! Now
Here's a healing arc. First aid. What would I do without you?
shield and
Here goes.
in a bind!
One more. One last. Blah blah blah. Sleep now. In here.
These fists have got your name on them!
Blah blah blah. Here's a healing fire.
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
Hurricane. Bullseye. Finish without a strike. Hit!
I'm on a
Take
roll
that!
now!
Explosion!
Tectonic
Cut! One more! By the power of flame! One last one!
I'm on a roll now!
Here's the
Take
Laser
this!
blow! Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
We've reached our destination.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
When did I get so popular?
Freeze Lancer! In here!
This!
Fire!
Rip it to hell!
Enthusiasm wants to me.
In here!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Fire!
Whirlwind Staff! Dragon Shell! Burn!
Burning Strike! Burning Strike!
I'm on it!
Water! Hear my call!
Alex Sword!
Spread! Glacial Spear! Pass evil! Whistle! Freeze Lancer!
In a bind?
Recover!
What a
Go
relief.
get him! Will this all
Shouldn't have
disasters
messed with
made
me.
one? Come forth! A healing security! Healing circle!
Everlasting doubt.
Negative gun! Hey! I guess you have your uses now and again.
Told you! Lies unstoppable! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Penumbra!
Soaring blast! Hit! Here's enough one! Ice Lightning! Celestial! Do it! Electric shock! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes through ashes.
That was way stronger than regular firepower.
You won't hear me complaining.
Gah! If only I were a cat.
It's on!
Flames will roar! Water! In here! My
Time
call!
to take this!
Spread! Fire!
Glacial
All
Spear!
disasters made one! Come forth!
finish
Freeze
you
Lancer!
today.
You alright?
I'll be okay.
I shall ensure you survive this.
Take that! A whirling struggle!
Another incantation ruined.
Winds of heaven! Cyclone! Glacial Spear!
These sticks have got your name on them!
Bullseye! Freeze Lancer! Here goes! This one's mine! I'm ready! Xion! Astral Energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory! Here's your naturally! Ice Stricken! Super Celestial Hammer!
Step back! This one's all law!
Stay calm. I shall provide
Chain
assistance.
between heaven and earth! A wailing fancy of lightning!
Tornado drive.
Survive!
Ignite!
Here I go!
Seismic rupture.
A Annihilation! A chain between heaven and earth.
Resonate with the earth.
Heart requires complete focus.
That's enough! I'm on a roll now! Talon Hurricane!
Don't do it!
Inferno Punch!
Get toasty!
Bird Strike!
Right, next one.
Already on! All finish you here and now!
One more. One last
Death
one.
Blossom!
Celestial Ladder. Electric shock.
Execution!
Glacial Spear.
Flames
Piercing
and
Blood.
yours to be let
Freeze
free!
Lancer.
Eagle Assault!
Burning Strike. You do it, Dick. Leave the enemy's art to me. Any injuries?
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Negative gate!
Feel.
Dust to dust! Watch this!
I'm all stocked up. Fire.
Dust to
Annihilation.
dust!
By the power of flame. Feel. Vanish without a trace. Fire.
Burn!
Here's another.
Eagle
Use that. Burning Strike.
An admirable display of
Go
force.
get it.
Admiral? I can't even swim.
Never mind.
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Resonate with the
Where
earth.
are you going?
Eat this!
Lightning. Nail strong.
When did I get so popular?
I can get
Wind of
ready for
heaven.
steel!
First force.
Bloody holiday!
Cyclone.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you truly. I call upon thee.
I'm on! Talon Storm!
Shooting star.
Big Blast!
By the power of water. Do it. Neon. Astral energy. Full throttle. Go. A flawless victory. Naturally. Glacial Spear. Pierce evil. Blah, blah, blah. Burning strike.
Eagle Ray!
Here's another. Blah, blah, blah. Burning strike. Blah, blah, blah. Burning strike. Blah, blah, blah. Burning strike. Here. Bullseye.
You a bloody holiday!
Here goes. Only getting started. Go get him.
Negative gate!
That extra training paid off.
Little help. All disasters day one. Come forth and healing the purity. Nail strong. A whirling struggle.
Now I'm in the groove!
Winds of heaven. Not on my watch.
Rending you apart!
Annihilation.
Bloody holiday!
Cyclone. I can do this all day. Searing flame. Reload.
I'm on!
Lightning. Cyclone. Here's another step. Far beyond the darkest stars. I call upon the shooting star. Into the shadows.
I'll finish you here and now!
Finish with
Big Blast!
Here
Resonate
goes.
with the earth!
Shouldn't have messed with me.
Far beyond the darkest times. I
They
call
watch
upon
this!
thee.
Eagle Assault!
Do it.
Kisara! All yours, Kisara! A comfortable win. Stay calm.
Hold
I
on
shall
to your
provide
heart.
assistance.
Here I come. A chain between heaven and earth.
Now I'm in the
A wind against the lightning. Burning strike. Far beyond the darkest skies. I call upon thee.
Yeah, appreciate the concern. Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can
See
you
what
take care of
happened
them?
there as you
No
crossed
sooner said than done.
done that.
Super Swallow Day!
Take that.
Talon Hurricane!
Into it. This one's got your name on it.
Ash to ash!
A merry
Here
distraction.
goes. There's still more to go. I
Blood! Rending you
Celestial!
apart! Bloody holiday! Negative
Celestial
gate!
Order.
Good things come to an end.
Here goes. Take that. All disasters made one. Pass forth the healing of
Rending you a
purity.
bloody
Nail
holiday!
strike.
On your Do
Go
it!
get him! Well then, let's keep moving.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Here's evil!
Rending
Winds
you
of
a bloody
heaven!
harvest! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee! Annihilation! By the power of flame!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly! Here goes! Burning! All disasters! We're in the home stretch, guys!
What she said? Eyes on the prize.
That focus goes double for you, Law!
Me? How come I get singled out?
Do it!
Looks like we got them all.
I won't forgive you!
Eat dirt! Feel my
Now! By the power of two heads! What's not even fair?
Can't get out of this!
Hit! Explosion! Take that far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee! Radiant here!
Fluidity of your movements is simply incredible.
A wailing dancy of lightning! Mega Ray! One last one! Chain between heaven and earth!
Can't get out of
Wailing
this!
dancy of lightning! Divine Savior! All disaster! Cloud Maelstrom! Far beyond the darkest sky! You get the gist! I never miss! Arts require complete focus! Crumble! Will this come on a roll, man? Healing circle! Thanks so much! All disasters may run! Come forth! Healing purity! Annihilation! Lightning! Downfall! I'm out of ammo! Far beyond the darkest skies! I burn in hell!
These fists have got your name on them.
Healing circle!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I think.
No, that is silly.
Take that!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this!
Can't get out of this!
All disasters made one! Come forth, a healing of purity! Maelstrom! Take that! Go spin! Charge! Xion! Astral energy! Full throttle!
I've never seen so many bullseyes.
I couldn't have done it without you. All disasters made one!
Penumbra!
Come forth and healing purity! Arts require complete focus! A whirling struggle! Winds of heaven! First force!
Finish you here and now!
Cyclone! Chain between heaven and earth!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Vanish without a trace! Divine! Too much to handle! Chain between heaven and earth! Oh, wait up!
We barely managed to turn that battle.
You don't need to sound surprised.
Perhaps I'll put more faith in you then.
Well, I certainly won't argue.
A wailing dancy of lightning! Annihilation! Burning! Laser spear!
Onward and upward.
Go no further! Arc steel!
I'm like bait to them.
Steel!
Bloody
Fire! Sweet mouth! Get on in there with the others! Take that! Magic Kazam! Fire! Annihilation!
It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up. Watch this! Negative gate! Inferno! Take this!
Here goes! Take the blah 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 evil! Seal! Freeze Lancer! Fire!
One down!
Here's the evil!
Inferno Punch!
Dion! Astral energy! Full throttle!
That was a walk in the park.
Those enemies were just up your alley.
Couple quick... You got company! A whirling struggle!
Smite!
Wings of heaven! Fierce evil!
Not today!
Freeze Lancer! Cyclone! All disasters made one! Here's a healing arm! Boom!
I knew we could count on you.
As we all count on your courage. Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Cyclone! One more time! Spread! Go get him! One last one!
In a bind?
By the power of flame! Go get him! A chain between heaven and earth! A wailing banshee of lightning! Please focus! Close one! Right back at
Forgive me.
Here's the healing arm! Here goes! Go get him!
The enemy. Its arts too.
Here goes! You'll soon see about that!
Feel my weary companion.
A whirling struggle! Winds of heaven! First force! Cyclone!
Take this! Swallow dance!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Allow me to help you.
Break it!
One last one! Mega Ray! Dragon Kill! Go get him! Tempest Whirl! Ice Prison!
I'm ready!
Law! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one! Here goes!
Begin! What's
Go
already
get
on?
him! Healing circle! A whirling struggle!
Water!
Winds of...
Burn! No gun! Inferno Punch!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
lost! A whirling struggle! I'm like winds of heaven! First force! Annihilation! Cyclone! All disasters may one! Come forth and heal us to purity! Maelstrom! Far beyond the darkest skies! I call upon thee! By the power of water! Shooting star!
We are freaking invincible!
Falcon and the others truly are strong!
What about me?
Go get him!
I'm just deity!
Can't be swallowed without a
This
trace!
one's all mine!
Explosion!
Here's
Here's the evil! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go! Not too shabby, if I do say so myself.
Far more than the power I can conjure alone, that's for sure.
Was that a compliment? Get lost! I'm only getting started! By the power of water! By the power of Maelstrom! Very heavy heaven and earth!
What's this?
A wailing guilty of lightning! Here's a healing arm! First aid!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'll tear you apart! I'll smash you! What's this? On your wrong fight!
Searing flame! Reload!
Rolling snap!
Here!
Resonate with the
Maelstrom! Far beyond the darkest skies! I call upon thee! By the power of flame! Vanish without a shooting star! Far beyond
This one's all mine!
Explosion!
I can see what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Shooting star! All disasters may...
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Annihilation! By the power of flame! Here goes! One more! One more! One last one!
Take this!
Far beyond the darkest skies! I call upon thee! Shooting star!
Heal my weak
Forgive me.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Here!
This one's mine!
Shooting star! Go get him! Healing Go get him!
You'll find no mercy!
One last one! Glacial spear! Pierce the evil!
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on our plates.
Yes, ma'am! Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic vision!
By the power of
It's go time!
Here goes! Do it!
Law! Hey! Blow them away! How's that?
Here's another!
Take this! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Take that! Do it! Xion! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Sealed! Searing flame! Fire! A whirling struggle! Winds of heaven! For healing struggle!
Bloody hell!
I'll fix you up! Burning
Now I'm in the groove!
Burning touch!
I'm ready!
Dissolve! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Searing flame! Reload!
less pleasant than usual.
Wait, when have you ever been pleasant?
Not since meeting you, Law.
I should have kept my mouth shut.
Ammo! Bullseye!
All good things come to an end.
Watch and have it! What? Ice Vision! Reload!
Do it!
Doubling!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess
Shouldn't
around!
mess with me.
Annihilate! Here goes!
Enemy rules aren't true.
Wilson, this one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
So, fire and earth astral energy, huh?
A perfect combination. I shall ensure you survive
A
this.
whirling struggle! Sight!
Eat this!
Winds ahead
in
of
a
you!
bind?
Mega Ray!
These fists have got your name on them!
I'll heal you all! Cyclone! Raging Storm! Healing Circle! Ice Prison!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly! Take that! One last one! Freeze Lancer! The flames will roar! Seal! In here!
Damn it! Too fast! Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Shooting Star!
Catapult!
One more! Raging Storm! Do it!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
By the power of flame! Finish without a trace! Bullseye!
Take this!
You know, Law, watching you really makes me realize
Makes you realize what?
maybe thinking too much gets in the way sometimes.
Hey! Blow them away!
I'm impressed you managed to keep up.
Don't patronize me!
They're surrounding us!
Steel!
Searing flame! By the power of flame! Minotaur!
Soaring!
Hold together! Just a little longer!
Thanks for the sympathy.
Get it together. We need you informed.
Shooting Star! Don't mind if I do! Super Swallow All disasters made one! Come forth and heal its
Take
security!
this! You shouldn't have messed with me!
Too much to handle! Far beyond the darkest sky! Here, let me help. Require complete focus!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this!
Benediction light.
Tempest Sword! Thanks so much! Ice Prison! Lunar Celestial
You attack without
Do
mercy.
it! Because I can't afford... This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
I've been doing really great lately.
Let's see what you've got.
You picked the wrong fight.
All disasters made one!
Benediction
Gemini Aqua! Maelstrom! Annihilation! By the power
No
of flame!
further.
Finish without a trace! A whirling struggle!
Benediction
Winds of
light.
heaven! First force! By the power of... Cyclone!
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Crush you!
I'll leave it to you.
You see what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry to be lost.
We've all got enough on our plate.
Yes, ma'am. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here's a healing art!
I can do this all day.
Thank you, Dohain.
I only did what any other would.
I think you're nicer than you let on.
Shouldn't have messed with me.
Without a trace!
Eat this! Ignite! That's enough!
Inspiration! Ice Prison! Celestial!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm just getting started!
Amazing.
Anything in armor is all mine! Being interrupted.
This one's mine!
Talon Storm!
No further!
I'll heal you all!
Talon Hurricane!
Leave it alone!
to me! Whirlwind
Ice
Smash!
water! Clear my way if I do!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Lunar blast!
Down on the ground! Breath of life! Heal my weary heart! I'm ready!
Sion! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory!
Heal my weary heart!
Naturally! Mega ray!
Tectonic punch!
Annihilation! Ice prison!
Elusive deity!
Celestial
Working
hammer!
technique!
Ice prison!
I'll tear you apart!
By the power of flame! Vanish without a
Now I'm
trace!
in the word!
The flames will roar! And here!
Now I'm in
Burn
the
and
groove!
heal! Fire! No more playing nice! There! One more! Fairy flame!
Soaring
One
blood!
more heal you all! Bullseye! Far beyond the darkest night! I call upon thee! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! By the power of flame! Do it! Well!
Hey! Blow them away!
The astral energy is surging around me.
How do you even know about all that astrally stuff?
Same way I know what you do in the middle of the night.
What? Are you serious?
Here?
It's here?
Yes. All the energy flowing through the wedge comes together and collects here.
Is that thing a Zoogle? Holy crap, it's huge!
A central core and a guardian?
Once we beat that thing, it'll stop the wedge from taking in any more astral energy, right?
It seems we're in for a fight regardless.
Here it comes. Stay sharp, everyone!
Is there no end to what the Renans can cook up?
I don't know if that's a machine or what, but I do know it's pissing me off!
Watch yourself. There is no knowing what it is capable of.
Any other wisdom you want to pass along?
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Ignite!
All disasters made one! Come forth! Radiant Lust! I'm on Maelstrom! A whirling struggle! Winds of heaven! Burst forth!
Here and now!
Cyclone! A whirling struggle! Winds of heaven! Burst forth! Burning cyclone! Spread! Hut! One more! One last one!
Talon Storm! Air pressure!
Here's another!
Another incantation ruined.
Go get him!
Now it's my turn! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
They smite with blackened blade.
Maelstrom!
Resonate with the earth.
Here's another!
Stalagmite.
Bullseye!
Glimmer Dragon!
Raging Storm! Ice Prison! Celestial Hammer! Ice Prison! Celestial Hammer!
The scream bathed in
Dragon
blood.
Shell!
Rending you a bloody howling.
Death Blossom! What? Negative hit! Smash you!
Reflect on thy sin.
One more! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Eat dirt!
Maelstrom! Reload! Searing Flame! Reload! Radiant Lunge! Searing Flame! Cyclone! By the power of water, the flames will roar! Field! Fire! Into the shadows!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! On your knees!
Tempest Storm! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Freeze Lancer!
Anything in armor is all
Raging Storm!
The enemy wields arc too.
You'll soon see about that! Radiant Pierce!
Heal my wearied companion. Cure!
Thanks so much! Ice Prison! Celestial Hammer! Electric Shock!
They smite with black and
Ice
flame.
Prison! Celestial Hammer! I'm on a roll!
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
What would I do without you? The flames will roar!
Will this
Field! We're good to go! Field! Blah, blah, blah! Fire! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! The flames will roar! Radiant Pierce!
Bathed in blood.
Fire! Pierce evil! Go get it! One last one! Raging Storm!
Sweeping them up is a one-man job.
By all means, be my guest.
I need
You can help if
You
you
need
want.
to be healed!
how the mighty have fallen.
Healing Storm! I owe you, Tion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction. Celestial Hammer! Ice Prison! Celestial Hammer!
The tactics are working great.
Full speed ahead!
Hey, wait for Law!
This one's mine! Downfall! I'm out of weapons! Dragon Shell! Annihilation! Maelstrom! Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee!
Resonate with the earth.
Shooting star! Here goes! Do it! Tion! Astral Energy! Full throttle! Go!
Is it over? What the hell is going on?
Bridwell! It's too dangerous! Stay back!
okay?
Hey, are you crying?
I'm not the only one.
I heard it. Whatever it was, I heard it.
As did I. I'm not sure I'd call it a voice, but it was there.
What in the world just happened?
That was Dana's astral energy we just encountered. And I think what we heard might have been its voice?
You're saying astral energy has a mind of its own?
I haven't the slightest idea. But do you remember what happened when we fought Balseph back in Calaglia?
You mean when that fire monster came out of the spirit vessel?
Exactly. There was such a huge overflow of astral energy, it caused a monster to spawn and take physical form. Maybe the same thing happened here, just with way more astral energy and a bigger monster.
Does that mean if you gather enough astral energy, it can become sentient or take a physical form?
That's what I'm guessing, but it's just speculation. Master cores are able to hold a lot more energy than a spirit vessel, but we still haven't seen anything like that happen in our dealings with them.
That being said, there may be a mechanism of sorts inside Master Cores and spirit vessels that prevent such reactions.
That fire monster. I remember how it only appeared after Balsef's spirit vessel broke.
Then the reason Rinwell was able to sense all that astral energy earlier must have been because it was too much for that Zoogle to contain by itself.
So, then where do you think the Zoogle went? All that energy and poof, it's gone. The Zoogle with it. Doesn't that sound weird to anyone?
Indeed it does. However, in order for us to move our hypothesis forward, we will need to gather more evidence first. On that note, how are you holding up, Rinwell?
I just can't work out why. Why the voice reached out to me first.
Rinwell?
I can't help but wonder if it's because of my heritage that I was the one to hear it. Sorry. That's a strange thing to think, isn't it? Anyway, we should get going, right? We need to make sure the energy flow has actually stopped.
Are we gonna have to take this winding path all the way back down, too?
Yeah, but if anything, it should be easier than the climb up.
Really? Well then.
Actually, I've heard it's easier to develop muscle aches when going down.
Seriously? Everything all right? You kind of looked like you wanted to get something off your chest.
Huh? Oh,
Or not, you know, whatever.
yeah. You know...
Yeah?
Sorry, never mind. Just forget it.
You want to try being a little less cryptic, maybe? All right, geez. Sorry for taking an interest.
Stop it! It's okay, Hootle! Sorry. I guess I still don't really know how to put it into words.
Nah, that's fine. No rush. It might help you to talk about it, though.
I'll keep that in mind. And thanks.
Retreat if you know what's good for you. Can't get out of this!
Time for one
Lunar
more!
corruption! The flames will roar!
Down on the ground! In the groove! Tornado drive!
Glacial spear! Fury! The flames will roar! Freeze Lancer! Field! In here!
Frickin' does it!
Prepare to be sealed, though fleet of foot. Actually, that was more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing. Ice prison!
These fists have got your name on them!
Celestial
Breath of life, heal my weary companion.
Sure, I I'll finish you here and now!
Celestial hammer! Burning!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflex! Tenebrous claw! Now I'm in the groove!
Raging storm! Ice prison! Celestial hammer! Ice prison! Here goes! Here's another super swallow! Ice prison!
Looks like it could be worth something.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Can't get out of
Flames
this!
will roar! Sleep now. Burning strike! Fire! Evil!
I'm just getting started!
In here! Fire!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for you, truly, between heaven and earth. A wailing beam of lightning!
In a bind?
Goodbye, Savior!
Swallow there!
Look here! Here goes!
Penumbra!
We're in the home stretch, guys!
What'd she say? Eyes on the prize!
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Hey, how come I get singled out?
Raging storm! Ice prison!
Now I'm in trouble!
Celestial hammer!
What a relief!
Solid storm! Raging storm! Finish without a ice
I'll
prison!
finish you! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
By the first
Here
Here goes!
you bloody
Tempest whirl!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Yeah, if only I were a cat.
No whirling circle! Rings of heaven! By the first Cyclone! Raging storm! Celestial hammer! There's too many of them! Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Breath of life, heal my weary companion.
Raging storm!
What a
Ice
relief!
prison! Celestial! Gemini Aqua!
Talon sword!
Leave the enemy's arts to me!
Milking plates here!
The flames will roar! Water! Feel my call! Burning strike! Glacial spear! Pierce evil! One more! Freeze Lancer!
We are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are strong!
What about me?
Nail strike!
Eat this!
Not just not now! You fight better at it. The further away, the better. You and I both. Was that a new skill I saw back there?
Indeed. Well, sort of. Actually, it's a family staple harkening back 8 generations.
Maybe you can just write all this down? Winds of heaven! First force!
Hey, when did I get so popular?
In here!
These fists have got your name on them!
Lunar corruption!
Tectonic punch!
Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
No complaints here! Hurricane! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Blow away!
Leave the ensnaring to me!
Yeah!
More time!
Totally to me!
The flames will roar! Sleep now! Seal! You don't have firearms here on campus! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Well then, let's keep moving.
Yeah, if only I were a cat.
I shall ensure you survive this.
All disasters made one! Heal its purity! Hear me! Name of God! All disasters made one! Here's evil! Heal its purity! Breeze Lancer! Nail Thrust! Here, let me help! Here's the thing! Here's another! By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace! Raging Storm! Splendid Shot! Ice Prison!
Down on the ground! I'm on it! Soaring ground!
Here's another!
Tornado Drive!
Bullseye!
I'm ready!
Jokeline!
Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis!
I've used a bit too much healing.
Daughter, hear my call! Spread! I can't hold on much longer!
A spot of feast hunting, anyone?
Little help!
I'm surrounded!
Vanish without a trace! Sleep now! Explosion! Burning Strike! Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Breeze
Pesky
Lancer!
airborne
In here!
scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly! You get this! Seal! In here! This'll come in handy! Fire!
Resonate with the
The flames will roar! I'm in here! Fire!
Negative kick!
I've used a bit too much healing.
Yeah, if only I were a cat.
Let's see what you've got.
The flame by the wall!
I'm like bait to them!
Sleep now!
Dragon Shell!
Seal!
Execution!
Fire!
On your knees.
Burning Strike! Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Freeze!
Blind freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Take that! One last one! Freeze lava! Seal! Here they freeze up!
On your knees.
Water! Sleep now!
We are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are strong. What about me? One last you get the gist. Sleep now. What's this? Corruption! Do it!
Look! Hey! Blow them away!
We resonate in perfect harmony.
Glorious, harmonious melody of punching, etc., etc.
Come on, Law, not you too.
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Was that a tremor just now? It looks like that beam of light has stopped.
Then is it safe to say we've avoided oblivion for the time being?
I can still sense a faint glimmer of energy, though. It hasn't completely dispersed.
You can tell? Rinwell, your senses seem a lot sharper than before, don't they?
And you said you heard that voice, right?
I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I don't feel bad, though.
If trace amounts, however small, do remain, then it leaves us no choice. We must destroy the entire structure.
What do you suggest? We bring it down piece by piece?
Once that's done, what do we do then?
We go to Lenegis. Even if we could destroy the whole wedge like he suggested, it'd only buy us time. The fact they sent this thing down tells me they're not giving up this planet without a fight.
Matter of the Renis Alma. Its circumstances still have yet to be truly resolved.
But how do we even get to Lenegis?
What if we hotwire one of their starships? There's gotta be one on the planet somewhere, right?
Starships are only seen on Dana at the start and end of the Crown Contest. Otherwise, they remain on Lenegis. Believe it or not, we Renans down here aren't quite as free to come and go as one might think.
Great. Well, I'm out of ideas then. We definitely don't have the tech to build a starship. And even if we found a Renin who'd help, who knows how long that'd take.
Yeah. Waiting for a starship to come down from Lenegis would probably be quicker than that.
Wait. Alphen, when you came down from Lenegis, it had to have been in a starship of your own, right?
Right. Oh, of course.
You can't be serious. That was 300 years ago. There's no way it's still gonna work.
But Alphen didn't wake up until a few years ago. That means it had to have still been functioning that whole time to keep his body preserved.
Indeed. You wouldn't happen to remember where you landed, would you?
My memories around where I parked are still a little hazy, but I do know that I woke up in Calaglia, so chances are it's still in the area. At least it's a place to start. Luckily, that realm's my old stomping ground, so I should be able to get us some help finding her.
This is it.
Yeah. Lenegis stands there. There's no avoiding it.
So what's this help in Calaglia you're planning to enlist?
My buddy Nath. If anyone there knows something, I figure it's him. But first, we need to catch a boat and get back to the mainland. Our first port of call is Ulzebek.
Back where you first started out.
Yeah, along with my dad.
You okay? You don't look so good.
I think I'm just a little seasick, that's all.
Liar.
Huh?
You heard me. You've never been good at hiding your emotions, Shion.
Excuse me? Just what do you... No. You're right. I'm sorry.
Is it about Alphen?
No. Not just him.
Something you can't talk about?
Rinwell, I'm not like the rest of you.
Of course you are! No, I'm serious. Back when we first met, I think maybe then I did think we were different. But now I know that isn't true. You and I are the same, Shion. We're alike in more ways than you know. If any of us is different, it's me. I'm a Dahnan who can use magic. I may be the last. My family and I have been living in hiding as long as I can remember.
Everyone has their own pain that can be hard for other people to understand. I saw the two of you talking and thought you could use a third wheel. So, here I am. Sorry.
If anyone's the odd one out here, it's me. Believe me, you don't want to listen to my problems.
Want me to go?
I didn't say that.
I get that you must have a lot circling around that head of yours. And that's okay. Whatever's worrying you right now, you're allowed to worry about it. And you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I know I'm not a Renin like you, or a mage like Rinwell. I'm not a sovereign, maiden, or lord. I'm just a Dahnan who used to be a slave. But regardless of all that, I'm here for you, Shion.
That goes for me too. We all want to be there for you. Me and Hootle and even the boys. I promise. I mean, that is what friends are supposed to do, right?
I said this to Alphen, and now I'll say it to you. You're not alone in this.
Thank you. Rinwell. Kisara.
And right on cue, I think I should make my way back and lie down for a bit. My battle with this ship continues.
Yeah, I better head back too. We wouldn't want the guys thinking they're in charge. Can you imagine Law at the helm? Who knows what kind of trouble we'd get into?
Still, if that's true, then it's all the more reason I have to do this.
I think it's safe to rest here now. All right, something is definitely up with Shion.
Yeah, something big by the looks of it. I've never seen her so serious.
So, do you think we should say something to Alphen then?
I was wondering the same thing myself, but then it occurred to me. Whatever this thing on her mind is, it's probably the last thing in the world she wants people to know about. If she's trying this hard to keep it secret, then it's not really our place to go telling people before she's ready.
Yeah.
I can't tell them. There's just no way I could, right? What am I supposed to do?
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
Everyone around here looks so much happier than they used to.
I'll say, it feels like an entirely different place. I suppose it's had time to adjust to its newfound freedom.
Zephyr would have been so happy to see this.
Yeah, he really would have. Especially if he knew Law was... Law? Something bothering you, Law?
Nah, I'll be fine. It's just, you know.
It still weighs on you, doesn't it? Running away back then.
I abandoned my home. Then when I finally come back, it's been liberated. What's important is that it's free. I get that, I do. I just... I should have been here.
Ah, Calaglia. Feels like it's been ages.
And wasn't Zephyr with us too?
Dad.
Hey, chin up! This is your hometown.
Just one thing after another, and it all falls on my head to...
Hey, Nath.
What? Can't you see I'm... Alphen?
Looks like you have your hands full.
As much as ever. As if I wasn't busy enough putting down the last remnants of Renan rule, I'm up to my ears in Dahnan disputes. And then, to top it all off, that thing had to come crashing down from out of the sky.
Pretty sure we've heard this somewhere before.
But enough about my problems. What can I help you with?
Yeah, we're looking for an old Renan starship. You wouldn't happen to know any around these parts, would you?
A starship? What do you need one of those for?
To get to Lenegis.
Lenegis? Are you out of your damn mind?
Believe it or not, it wouldn't be the craziest thing we've done recently.
Well, I believe it. Well, either way, I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about a starship.
Then do you have any historical records by chance?
Sure, we've got stacks of old records.
Mind if we take a look at them?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Nath.
I read through all of the records. but I only found a single line that might point to what we're looking for. It mentions a rock that shot across the sky and landed past the mountains. The event was recorded just before the first Renan invasion.
And you think that might be the starship?
I don't know. There was nothing else in the records that came even close. It looked like it was someplace called Berg, but maybe I'm reading it wrong.
Berg?
That ring any bells for you?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest volcanoes in Calaglia. I was just there recently, investigating a report of a meteor someone saw.
Another meteor in the same area? Really?
I wonder if it could have been one of those lights that shot out of the wedge.
All the more reason to check it out. Can you tell us how to get there?
The old Zion mine is up that way. One of the veins we abandoned connects to the volcano. Go ahead and use that. But you should be careful.
Huh?
I don't know if it has anything to do with the meteor. There's a giant Zoogle running riot in there. Never seen anything like it.
A Zoogle, huh?
I turned back as soon as I caught sight of the thing, so I can't tell you much more. Just be real careful if you head out that way. All right.
I guess...
Right.
I didn't like the sound of that monster Nath was talking about one bit.
Well, we have to press on. We're going through Zion Mine to Berg Volcano. Let's move.
Everything okay with Hootle, Rinwell? He seems kinda out of spirits.
It must be the heat getting to him. We don't get these kind of temperatures back in Cyslodia.
Galaglians born and raised here struggle with it too, so it's no surprise.
Aha! So that's why his plumage is so white. He was born in a winter wonderland.
Actually, Dan and owls absorb the astral energy of whatever land they're raised in. Where they're born doesn't affect their appearance at all. But that's not why he's white. The real reason is that he's still just a baby. Whew!
You mean their plumage changes color depending on where they grow up? Weird.
And with all this traveling we've been doing, it wouldn't surprise me if his wings ended up looking like a colorful painting.
I think he suits his snowy complexion. It'll feel strange to see him change.
How awesome would it be if his head and wings were different colors? And his stomach and sides, like a map of our travels! Ow, lay off, will ya? So much for the heat making him docile!
You've only yourself to blame for that one. Hootle takes pride in his appearance, you know.
Fascinating. An appreciation of aesthetic beauty in an owlet so young.
Dohalim, I think you've drawn his attention.
I must admit, I'm rather proud of this dish.
We've reached our destination.
It's quite hot here. The climate feels different from Menancia's.
It's gotten much cooler since leaving town, though.
Does that mean eyes were burning holes in us?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
So we're back in the Zion Mine tunnels. Who would have thought we'd be going through this place again? This is where you and I first fought together.
And also the first time we touched, as I recall.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Here's another.
Well then, let's keep moving. Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
So this path is supposed to take us out to Berg Volcano?
We're not gonna see any lava burst out in front of us or anything, are we?
Don't get so paranoid you let a rock fall on your head, Law. So hot.
Well, yeah. We've reached the inner portion of Berg Volcano.
We need to find that starship. And fast! All disasters made one! Come forth, the healer of purity! Not in a dream!
I shall ensure you survive this.
It's a duel of the arts! Now spread!
On your knees, empty airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Here's another!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Everlasting darkness.
Negative six!
It must take guts to fight without a weapon.
I'm not brave. I just do what I have to.
If you're ever in a pinch, just say the word.
You fight better at a distance.
The further away, the better. You and I both.
In an instant! Impact Claw!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
They got me flanked!
Art expert coming through! There!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
I'll smash you!
Nail strike!
I'm on it!
Got fire!
I got this! Let a marksman handle it! Electric shock!
Oh, the enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that!
Now it's all to
Whoa! Hey! One at a time! Power of flame! Vanish without a trace! Select
Now reaches even wider. Feel! Inspiration!
Explosion!
One more. I can carve through
Burning
one.
strike!
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Level never miss!
What's this? Eagle of
Here's another! Bullseye! All disasters made one! Come forth, the healers of purity! Nail strike! Annihilation!
Fantastic! Great! Amazing!
Shut up, Law! I'm trying to focus!
I was only trying to be nice.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
There you go. So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint,
No pathetic. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Fang blast!
Go get him!
Now you see what I can do!
Radiant?
One
more!
I'm
Leave the chargers! No more Miss Nice Girl! I owe you, Xion. Healing is what my... I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
Huh.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Here's another.
You want me? Get me.
Your hide stick is armor. Here's evil. Freeze Lancer. Nail struck. Dodge.
All back in their defense!
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be! Go time!
Take that. Take that.
Armor won't save
I'm
you!
ready!
Bullseye.
Shield!
This one's got your name on it.
Action to action! A merry distraction.
There's still more to go. Bullseye.
A charge like that could
Looking
easily
good
be
out
fatal.
there.
Just getting
well,
started.
That's the spirit. Take
Thanks
no
for the
prisoners.
healing.
Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too. This one's mine. All disaster. I'm out of it. Do it.
Spear! Shield!
This one's got your name on it.
Action to action!
So, fire and earth astral energy, huh?
A perfect combination.
You can make plants grow instantly? What if we use this for fruits and vegetables?
I'd rather not be our party's fertilizer. Thank you very much.
Go no further. Glacial Spear. Here goes. Hurricane Freeze Lancer.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Hear my call. One more time. Glacial Spear. Here goes.
I got blind freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Shield, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. All disasters made one. Come forth and heal it. Do it. This one's got your name on it.
Action to action! A merry
It's
distraction.
in the sky. There's still more to go. Healing security. Where are you going?
Negative gate!
Piercing?
Hold up! Is this as valuable as I think it is?
A whirling struggle. All disasters made one. They come forth and healing
Now you see what I can do apart!
Take cover when it calls up.
nail struck.
Negative gate!
All disasters made one. Come forth and healing security.
Its armor's too strong!
Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest!
Radiant blood here. Nail struck. This one's mine. Leave the enemy's arts to me.
No complaints here!
One last one. Radiant pierce.
Shattering to pieces! Attack us!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara.
How do you like being pounded into shape? The Guardian Field! Alright,
One more. Healing. Go
I owe you one for that.
Here.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Molotov!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
My face is starting to sting. And my throat feels super parched.
Here, have some water. Just make sure you don't drink too much.
Thanks.
You want some too, Shion? Oh, wait. I bet you're hungry more than anything, aren't you?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Let's see what you've got.
All the Blazers made one!
This one's mine!
Finish without a
Bloody
trace!
howling! On your
Take
way!
this! All
The bigger they all are, the harder they fall!
Helix of Purity! Burning!
Go for the weak
No
point!
armor! Stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Being interrupted.
Glacial Spear!
Go
Reactor
Evil!
made
You'll
one!
find no
The
mercy!
Helix of Purity!
Oh,
Too shy
feel
to
my
come
rear
along.
Here!
Glacial Spear!
Here's evil!
Demon Lash!
All disasters made one!
Breath of life.
Come forth!
Feel my weary companion! Cure!
Think Maelstrom! Flaming Meteor! Lunar
This one's all mine! I'm ready! All yours, Kisara!
I need to be stronger.
Hi, Hoodle! Don't mind if I do! All disasters made one! Come forth, the Helix of Purity!
Cools up! Time to get out of the way!
One at a time! A tiger blade! This one's mine!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Here goes! There! Here's
Looking fearsome, Rinwell.
You must be rubbing off on me.
Let's kick some ass, kids.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Breaking storm! Hurricane! I'm frozen! Celestial banner! I'm frozen!
Down on the ground.
We managed to turn the tide!
For now. But things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right. Better stay alert.
Shattering of pieces. Attack time.
All disasters made one. Come forth, the Helix of Purity! Maelstrom!
Here's the roar.
Take that!
Make it rain. Kisara. All yours, Kisara.
Opted for an intricately crafted weapon as usual.
It is beautiful in both function and form.
You're gonna hate when it gets scratched.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
I've got a really bad feeling about this. Glacial Spear.
Shattering
Evil.
of pieces. Begin.
Attack dog. Freeze Blazer. Maelstrom. Not in your dreams. You have to aim for the bright area on their back. Maelstrom. I go for the weak point.
disasters! They're on my tail!
Bloody
Burning strike!
Guardian field!
Nail strike! Glacial fear! All disasters made one! Ready! Freeze Lancer!
There are two!
Here's a heal!
Now you see what I can do! On the ground!
First aid!
Ready to go!
You attack without mercy.
Because I can't afford to hesitate.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Hurricane Radiant Pierce! Blizzard
Elusive
Blow!
deity!
All disasters made Helix Security!
Hurricane without a trace!
Nail Strike!
Catapult!
Explosion!
Benediction.
Sweet dreams! You fight better. The further away, the better. You and I both.
I've been doing really great lately.
That equipment should come in handy.
Disasters made one! Come forth and heal! Nail! Explosion! One more! Go get him! Burning strike!
Glacial fear!
Here's evil!
Anything in armor is all
Blazer.
mine! Going in! Armor won't save you! Crescent flash! Havoc
Nail strike! All disasters made one! Come forth and heal us some fury! Nail strike! By the power of flame! Finish without a trace! Hurricane Spike!
Look shot! Penumbra!
Take that! Tempest Whirl! Burning White Prism!
Penumbra!
Burning Strike!
Anything in armor is all mine! Tiger Blade!
Go get him!
Don't get careless. Yeah, if only I were a cat.
This will be a delicious piece of cake! Water! Hear my call! Art sealed! Hurricane spread! Here's evil! Nail! This one's mine! Hurricane I can do this all day! Here I go! Into the shadows! Hurricane strike! Mega Nail struck! All disasters made one! Astral energy!
Say no more.
All disasters made not in your dreams!
Position, precision, timing. All a perfect 10.
That's it? Nothing else to add?
You take meticulous care of your firearms.
Do it! Showtime!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Trapped in darkness, pierced by light.
I call it the Rindo Special.
This bridge will hold itself together, right?
Most definitely. Though I won't make any promises.
Which one is it? Oh, this looks nice and tough.
Disasters made one! Come forth and heal us some...
Armor won't save you!
Freeze Lancer!
Feel my worries and
All disasters failed!
Are those rocks that
Ready to go!
skin?
Art expert coming through!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Come forth, the helix of purity!
Glacial spear.
Here's evil! All disasters made one! Come!
Anything in armor is all mine. Save you.
Here, make it rain! Another ammo!
All yours, Kisara.
We did it!
I never had a doubt.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Attack from behind!
Going in.
Don't mind if I do! All disasters made one! Come! The helix of purity! Maelstrom! Too much to handle!
Elusive deity. I'll take you.
Maelstrom! All disasters made one! Come forth, the helix of purity! Maelstrom! All disasters going!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Denison! You don't mess around!
Certainly not.
Rotating pile driver.
Maelstrom!
Looking good out there.
Just getting started!
That's the spirit. Take no prisoners.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
I'm ready.
Here's her! Art expert, come through!
In an instant! Impact block!
A comfortable win.
Coming through.
They're surrounding us! Here! Not in your dreams! Mega Ray! Back into the fray! Maelstrom! All disasters made one! Come forth, helix of purity! Maelstrom! All disasters made one! Magic is there! Maelstrom! Too much time! One more! Mega Ray! Take that! Take that! Not on my own! Blah, blah, blah! Maelstrom! All disasters! You get the gist! We managed to turn the tide!
For now. But things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right. Better stay alert. Here goes! Take that! Bullseye! Water! This one's mine! Hit! Here's another thing! I'm on a roll!
Make it rain!
Shield.
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to action. Step back. This one's all law.
Art expert
Discourteous.
coming through! All disasters...
Shield and make!
Searing Flame! Reload!
I can carve through armor.
One more time! Power of flame! Finish Go for the weak
Don't
point!
worry. I've got plenty to go around.
All disasters made one! Come for the helix!
I'm ready to go.
Maelstrom! All disasters made one! Come for the helix of purity! Maelstrom! Glacial hearts require complete focus! Here, let me help! First aid! What would I do without you? Lunar Maelstrom! Lunar Blast! Art expert coming through! Annihilation! Lightning! Searing Flame! I'll heal you all!
I'll smash you. My reach is
Healing
even
from
wider.
Maelstrom! By the power of flame! Finish with our
Now where were you?
Here's another!
Down on the
One
ground.
last one!
Can you take it?
hit! Take that!
Denied!
Here's evil! You're feistier than you look!
Can't change the future without getting your hands dirty.
Dramatic. What's there? Come forth and heal its security! Reload! Nail
I'm ready!
Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Another one down!
Your skills are admirable.
It's crazy to see rocks melt before our eyes.
Watch where you're going, everyone. If you fall, there will be nothing left of you.
Exactly. So don't try anything funny. Especially you, Law. No pushing anyone, not even as a joke.
I'm not a little kid!
I didn't know you had that sort of trick up your sleeve, Dohalim. I would have figured rocks and plants would be too different for you to handle both.
Not necessarily. Both of them contain Earth astral energy. Luckily for me, this area is rich not only in fire energy, but Earth as well.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
Let's see what you've got.
Guess I had to use it sometime.
All disasters! Take one!
Ignite!
Down on the ground.
Nail!
It's go time! How about this? I'll smash you!
Hurricane!
Can you take it?
Go for the weak point!
Come on!
Nail struck! All disasters made one! Come forth and heal it up! Enemies immobilized!
Heal!
Hurricane strike! Nail struck!
I'm ready!
Don't mind if I do!
This one! Mine!
Penumbra!
Here comes!
Ready and rotating pile driver!
Here's another! All disasters made one!
Breath
Come
of
forth
life!
and heal
Feel
its
my weary
security!
companion!
Nail struck!
I'm ready to go!
All disasters made one! Come forth and nail struck! All disasters...
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malachum!
Here I go! All disasters made one! Come forth and heal it! Power
Through armor!
Inferno trophy! Nail! Do it! Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Sometimes I wonder where you come up with those moves.
I could say the same to you.
Good thing we're on the same side, huh?
Go no further! Water, hear my call! Spread! Nail strike! Glacial Spear! Here's the evil one! Come
Ready and
Freeze Lancer! Go for the weak point! All disasters made one! Come forth and heal
Where
us
are you
security!
going? Down on the ground! Demon Lash!
Nail struck!
Eagle Ray!
All disasters made one! Come forth and heal us
I'll
security!
smash you!
Nail! Hold on to your art! Here I come!
The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
I'm ready!
Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Reflect on thy sin.
Certainly not.
Nail!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
You got
Showtime!
Glacial Spear. Here's evil. This one's mine.
Now see what I can do!
Freeze laser. Disasters made one. Come forth and heal its security. Maelstrom. All disasters made one. Come forth and heal its security. Mael. Hearts require complete. Here, let me help.
Thanks so much!
Champion Squirrel. Iron Reclaim.
Sweet dreams!
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Annihilation! Take that! Mega Ray! One last Annihilation! Mega Ray! Champion Squirrel! Take flame! Here's another!
I'm ready!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
What the hell is that thing?
Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on. Let's go! This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone!
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared!
Focus up before we begin.
It's summoning Zoogles?
Take care of them while keeping an eye on it.
Security!
This one's mine.
Maelstrom! You're on my tail! All disasters
Charge like that can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
All disasters Freeze Lancer!
Tiger Blade!
Maelstrom! All disasters!
Hurricane Strike! Beast of let's keep up the pressure!
Shattering pieces!
Attack time! Freeze Lancer! Time to shine! Him!
Flame of Fury!
Burning Strike! Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Air pressure!
Freeze Lancer!
Through armor!
Scream, bathed in blood.
Rin bloody holiday!
Made one! Come forth and heal its security!
Air pressure!
Maelstrom! All disasters made one! Come forth and heal its security!
Tiger Blade!
Maelstrom! All disasters made one! Come forth and
Take this of deity!
Lunar Blast!
Maelstrom!
Down!
All disasters made one! Come forth and heal its security!
Prototype Shield!
Maelstrom!
Thunder Touch!
All disasters made one! Come forth and heal its security!
Blizzard Blow!
Maelstrom!
complete focus. Moving out of here. Lunar arc. I'm all stuck up.
All disasters made one.
Rending you apart!
Seal.
My head
Let's get you all tucked away.
Negative change!
Lunar blast. Back into the crib. Annihilation. Into the shadows.
Do it.
I'm ready! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis. You don't mess around.
Certainly not.
Maelstrom. Now for some lunar Gemini Ultra. Everyone, get back. It's too dangerous. Lightning. Starting stars of light. Rain strike.
Take it!
Celestial. I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this. Deus Roar. Here goes. Here's another. Lightning. Hurricane. By the power of flame. There's another. Hit. Here's another. Bullseye. Explosion.
Catapult!
Burning. Do it.
Make it rain.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis.
Here come more.
We'll just have to keep fighting.
The
enemy wields arc too.
We'll soon see about that.
I'm ready! Hey! Blow them away!
All disasters made one.
Does it hurt?
Never mind if I hold on to your arc. Here I come. Explosion. Burning. Glacial spear. Pierce evil. Freeze blade. Don't mind if I do.
I'm ready! All yours, Kisara!
We did it.
Magnificently done.
This one's mine. That's gonna. Smart. House this.
In a bind?
Searing flip. Magna ray.
I'm ready! All yours, Kisara! Benediction light.
Power of light.
Thank you for that. This one's mine.
Well, let's get back into
Searing
it.
flame. Reload. And I'll blossom.
Hurricane strike. Lightning strike.
Burning strike. Close one. Gotcha.
On the wind.
Go get it.
Make it rain.
Shino!
This one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes! A merry distraction.
There's still more to go. Banana, let's go. Glacial spear. Pierce evil. Freeze blade.
Elusive deity!
Here, let me help. I owe you, Sion. Healing is what my arts do best. All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
In an instant! Impact block!
Ready.
Reinforcements incoming.
Not a problem. Here goes.
Rotating pile driver!
Here, let me help. Time to strain. Now something special. Water. Hear my call. Glacial spear. Maelstrom. Arnexer coming through. All disasters made one. Come forth, the helix of purity. Maelstrom. Too much to handle. Lunar corruption. Lunar blast. Arnexer coming through. Mega ray. Lightning. Meteor. Maelstrom. Now for something special.
Hurricane strike. Water. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malika. Lightning strike.
Burn in hell!
All disasters made one.
Fluidity of your movements
Ready.
is simply incredible.
By the power of water.
Maelstrom. Too much to handle.
Vanish without a trace.
Explode. Maelstrom. Don't mind if I hold on to your arc. Here I come. Water. Maelstrom. Too much to handle.
Denied.
Glacial all disasters made one. Come, Freeze Lancer.
Hold on to your art. Here I come. Gotcha. How about this? Close one. Right back at you. Here. All disasters made one. Magic is out. Maelstrom. One more time. Burning strike. Here goes. Off you get, Glacial Spear. Here's the evil. Maelstrom.
Now we see what I can do!
Hit. All disasters made one. Come forth, the helix of Maelstrom. Ready. Annihilation. By the power of flame. Maelstrom.
In an instant!
Impact Claw! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning! Go get all disasters made one! Come forth, the helix of Maelstrom! Too much to handle? Not in your dreams! Blah, 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 magic! Maelstrom! I can do this all day! Here goes! Take that! All disasters made one! Come forth! Not on my watch! Blah, 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 magic! Maelstrom! Now... This one's mine!
Perfect interplay of offense and defense.
I'll tear through anything in my way.
And I shall look forward to tasting our victory.
You're flashier than you look.
Can't change the future without getting your hands dirty.
Dramatic, but fair.
Whoa, it's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone!
Everyone all right?
We won't surrender. We won't retreat. Not yet.
Whatever you do, just please stay safe.
Healing!
How are we supposed to take on something so big?
I'll handle it.
Elton!
Watch and learn. That's enough! Go back down! Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
That thing scared the pants off me.
It felt like it had a different aura than other Zeugles, didn't it?
Yeah. It wasn't like the one that Almadria sicked on us either.
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go.
think I'm getting stronger.
Hey, is that it over there? What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Alphen?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
"3 centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals."
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
The past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alphen.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave? We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegis? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegis.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shion and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegis and the Renan homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegis?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shion and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegis who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegis. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Shion can finally get rid of her thorns. Shion?
Huh? Yeah.
Where? Shion? Where'd Shion go? How could she just go off on her own? Shion. Shion! It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Volron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Huh?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Shion. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis, when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
they will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renis Alma on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
But that's... too much. It's way too much.
When this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renins or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Shionne!
Alphen?
Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Alphen.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen! We can fight this! We'll fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Shionne, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Shionne is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Shionne. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
You guys... You're all so stubborn. Thank you, everyone. right now. In a little while longer. I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you! So let's go. On to Lenegis.
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Shion is telling the truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Shion doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues, yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy come to life. Well, that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Shion in Pelegion. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. Especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh, that? That was nothing.
Compared to what Shion's going through, you mean? Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shion wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorns, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'll be careful.
Shion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on, and you didn't even bat an eye. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did with the rest of us.
I just want for Shion what we all have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted. And it's not right.
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams, but a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world I want to live in.
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken from her, and I'm done with it. can't sleep?
After everything we just heard, how could I?
Fair enough.
Shion's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a friend and yet be so completely blind to everything she was going through?
I'm sure it made her happy, knowing you were there for her.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever opened up to us like that. You were a good friend to her before, and you'll be an even better one now.
Yeah, I really hope so. I want to be the best I can for her. When you think about it, we were all alone in our own way. But over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. I hope Shion's able to do that one day too. No, I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. Lots and lots more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other when it really counts. And forget about our grudges and pain.
Rinwell.
Did you know?
You mean about Shion?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I thought something seemed a little off, but I never could have imagined. It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I couldn't even see it.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite figure out what it was.
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't you?
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually just driving her into a corner.
At least you figured it out in time, though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those thorns from taking her, no matter what.
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle. Shion, the world, we can save everyone. And I mean it when I say we, Alphen.
I know. No lone wolfing it.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back or tell me off?
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest. You're your own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Law.
Sorry. I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems to deal with, don't we? We'll need all our strength to save Shion. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point, but I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is. Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry. As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about me.
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
No? When was that? Sorry, I can't remember.
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Dahnans were not even people to me, and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadheim, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the Blazing Sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became two, and before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your friends. It didn't matter that we were Renins. You cared about us as you would any other people. Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed I could have that. I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shionne.
But then, I realized... I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt, and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood that. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on dying anymore. I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now. So I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win, come hell or high water. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I won't let the world end because of me.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shionne. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Dahnans and Renins, can finally live in peace. But I swear I'll be there with you, until the very end.
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah, I think you may be right about that.
Everyone well rested? Then let's go. We depart for Lenegis.
You